Yo, okay, look, I'm sorry, okay? I should be posting more, but man, life be happening to people. I guess I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not really a YouTuber. It's not like something that, I make money from or anything like that, but, it's easier to do these videos than to have an individual conversation every single time. So, with everybody that I talk to and whatnot. So I make these videos and whatnot, but I'm just saying, making content on the rag, it's tough, it's difficult, okay? But I am here now. You feel me? Let's go! Anyway, so Bitcoin, oh my gosh, it hit 37,000. And we did the same thing when it hit 38. And we did the same thing when it hit 39. And we did the same thing when it hit 40,000. And we did the same thing at 41. And we did the same thing at 43. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's, it went lower and lower, right? And then at each level, each big round figure, people panicked. And they panicked and they sold, okay? Now, what this video is going to be about is realistic timelines when investing in crypto, about when to take a profit, right? Or when not to take a profit. Like, you should take a profit whenever you feel like it, right? But when is it time to, to reap the rewards of being a crypto investor? When can you go and cash out your Bitcoin for your Lambo, right? Or your Leaf coin for your Lambo, right? First of all, let me make this very clear. I'd like to be extremely clear about what I'm going to say from here on out. Nobody knows when. There is nobody who knows when. Some people predict, and they predict pretty accurately, you know what I mean? Some people predict pretty accurately. Some people can predict pretty accurately within a broad time frame, within the next 1 to 3 months. Like in crypto, that's like 1 to 3 years, you know what I mean? But within the next 1 to 3 months, we're gonna have blah, 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 right? Some people can do that. However, some people are, nobody knows when. Nobody knows when the crypto market is gonna come up, okay? Nobody knows when, nobody knows to how much, nobody knows. We just make our best guesses, right? Now look, I want you to invest, right? Not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice, but I want you to invest with the thought of when, or the factor of when, out of your mind, okay? We could, there are some best guesses we could do, you know what I mean? There's some best guesses that we could do. However, nobody knows when, okay? So look, a good trader is somebody who says, okay, you know what? It could do this by this date, but if it doesn't, what do I do? What do I do if it doesn't? That's the key here, okay? If it doesn't happen, what do I do? That's what you want to figure out, all right? That's what you want to figure out. If Bitcoin, I needed Bitcoin to hit 100,000 by August, and August came and went, and it didn't happen, what do I do? Do I sell? Can I just hodl through? What if it's the next 6 months or a year of it being, just going down and down and down? Can I hodl? Can I make it? Do I have to sell? Are you into this short term or long term? These are the things you have to not only figure out where you stand on, but have a plan should it not go according to your first plan. Plan B, what do you do? Me, I have really one plan. It's plan A, and continue to buy more Bitcoin. I'm trying to get more fiat to trade for more crypto. It doesn't matter, Bitcoin was $1,000 when I first got in. Bitcoin hit 20,000. Bitcoin spent a lot of time under 6,000, then spent a lot of time under 10,000, then spent a lot of time in the 10 to 13, and then went back under 10,000, and then went back under 5,000, and then all those times, all those numbers I mentioned, I bought, and I continue to buy, and I will forever just continue to trade fiat for crypto And you know what? If I need the money, which there's been some time, hit the camera thing. I needed the money, so I sold some. You know what I mean? Which Bitcoin did I sell for a loss? I don't know. I can't tell. I just know how much is there. I can't tell which one I sold for a loss. I don't know. You know what I mean? But sold for a loss. Now, oh my gosh, sold for a loss. It's crazy. You know? Now what? You know what I'm saying? You got to stop thinking on that in those terms, man. Just really, 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 really try as hard as you can to stay out of thinking in those kinds of terms, man. Don't do it. If you're married to a when is Bitcoin going to happen, bro, that's going to be tough, my guy. It's going to be tough for you. Okay? Here's the other thing. Let's say Bitcoin spends 6 months at 30. Let's say it was at 50,000 when you bought, and now it's at 37,000, right? And for the next 6 months, it drops down to like 32, 33, or 31. Like, if you sold, right? If you sold, let's say it drops down to 20K. If you sold at any of those numbers at a loss, right? Would that really be better for you? Truly, you know what I mean? When do you know that it's going to go to 20K? When do you know that, man, I should sell now because it's definitely going to 20K? You know what I mean? When do you know that? Do you know? Or are you just making a guess like the rest of us? You feel me? You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say, man, is there's a meme, okay? This meme, it was created, it's like about hodling, right? And it says what people think hodling is like, right? And it has like a guy who's trying to get to the top of the mountain, and there's a pit, and then there's snakes, and then there's a swing, or there's a zip line, and there's like all this other stuff. There's trees and rocks and blah, blah, blah. And then you finally get to the top, right? Tons of these obstacles to get to the top, right? And then on the second meme is the exact same thing. It's a guy trying to get to the top of the mountain. All these obstacles are there, but the obstacles are just his thoughts about it, okay? His mind, how it thinks about it. Because look, you never lose or win until you sell, okay? You never lose or win until you sell. And even the sell on the win side is kind of iffy with crypto because, sell for what? If maybe you sell for something else, land or a car. Maybe that's a little bit different, but, selling for fiat, is that a win? I don't know if that's right. But I say that to say that, when you're in a hodl mode, the dips seem like they are deeper than they are. You know what I mean? The highs seem like they're higher than they are, And you have to really remember that this is just a mind game, right? Do you need to sell right now? Do you need to? Is it really imperative that you sell right now? Because if it's not, then maybe you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Maybe you shouldn't sell right now if it's not imperative. And look, man, Bitcoin, when I first got in, Bitcoin was $1,000. You know what I mean? Do you know how much time we spent under 20 grand after it hit 20 grand? Years, like 2-3 years. But man, there was price movement like a mug all through that. You know what I mean? Crazy. You know what I mean? We have way less adoption. Countries are adopting crypto right now. Innovation is happening in crypto. Innovation with Bitcoin is happening. People are using it, like Strike is using it as a payment rail for fiat. Meaning that, okay, I pay Strike the fiat money, they send the Bitcoin over to the payee and then convert it into cash over there. Never before done without, the SWIFT network, the archaic, outdated SWIFT network. Never before done. They're using Bitcoin as a payment rail, bro, on the Lightning network. You know what I mean? This wasn't around in 2017 or 2015 or 2013 or 2012. None of this was around. The space as you know it right now did not exist at all in the capacity that it exists today. Back then. And Bitcoin did crazy numbers. Do you know? People did not think that Bitcoin would get to $1. Do you understand that? It was trading at 4 zeros and an 8. 0.00008 cents. You know what I mean? You could have got 12 Bitcoin for a penny. Yeah, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? You know what I'm saying? People never thought it would go to $1. Then people never thought it would go to $5. They were like, wow, $5. Yo, that's too high, man. That's way too high. Yo, like literally, that was the sentiment. I know it's hard to believe now, but back in 2011 and 2012, that was the sentiment. $5 Bitcoin, what? That's crazy, man. That's too high. Definitely bubble. For sure, bubble. $10. People were like, oh my God. What? A $10 Bitcoin? What? Nah. That's too much. It's too high. This is bizarre world. It's crazy. $50 Bitcoin. Do you understand what people are thinking? $100 Bitcoin. People were like, no, what's going on here? Like, nah, $100? No way. And then people got to like, you know, $200, $300, and there was like, whoa, you know, unbelievable. You know what I mean? $600, $700 Bitcoin. Everybody was like, nah, everybody was like, yo, I'm too rich. This can't be real. I'm too rich. $700 Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Then it hits 1,000. And everyone's like, whoa, $1,000. Now that's got to be the top. It can never ever get any higher than $1,000 of Bitcoin. And it didn't for a while. It went back down because of the whole Mt. Gox and all that stuff. And then everybody's like, all right, crypto's dead. It's dead. You guys, if you're out, stay out. It's terrible. Don't go back. It's horrible. Slowly but surely, because Bitcoin is just Bitcoin. It comes back up to $1,000. It's $1,100, then $1,200, right? And it comes back to 1,000. That's when I got in. You know what I mean? Then Bitcoin goes to 2,500 like 2 months later. And now everybody's like, you know, forget it. I can't do this anymore. This is too crazy. This is too insane. I'm done. I wipe my hands of this. That's it. All right? And that's that. We're out of Bitcoin. It's too high. It's definitely coming down. And then where does it go? 5K, 7K, 9K. Around November, around Thanksgiving of 2017, it was like 10,500 for the first time ever. You know how many first times there were? 1,100, it hit that before. In 2017, 1,100 was not an all-time high. Or it was an all-time high. Like, I think 11 or 12, something like that, was an all-time high. And they're like, okay, that's an all-time high. And then every time that it hit $1,000 mark was a new all-time high. I mean, every movement upwards from there was a new all-time high. It created 20, $1,000 mark new all-time highs that year. It went to 19,600. You know what I mean? In a year, right? All right, comes back down. It hits 17, tries to go back up to 19K, tries to break it, doesn't break it. All right, everybody in the market at that point, everybody's like, okay, look, this is a double top. It hits the top, it tries it again. I'm out. I'm done. Some people were at like 16, 15,000. They're like, look, I'm good. It can go to 30K. I don't care, but I'm out now. I'm straight. I'm not getting too greedy because, 20x on your money. If you put in 100K, you got 2 mil out in 1 year. You know what I mean? People aren't doing that with their salary. You know what I mean? With their regular job. So, anyway, it comes back down to 17, then 15, and everybody's like, yeah, just wait, guys. It's going to come back up. And then 13, 12, 11, 10. And then it'll be like, oh, man. And then 10, kind of skated around there, drops to the 9s. You know what I mean? If my memory serves me right. And it just coasted all the way down to 3,800. Now, at 3,800, people were like, oh, that's it. Bitcoin's dead. It's done. $3,800 Bitcoin. What? That's so low. You got to think, bro. How long did it take me to explain from 2010 all the way to 2017, beginning of 2017? It was under $1,000. You know what I mean? For most of that time, it was under 500. And then in 1 year, it goes to 20K. And then for a year after that, it drops back down to 3,800. And everybody's like, oh, it's dead at $3,800. Get out of here. Get out of here, dude. It's crazy. You're getting crack prices at $3,800. Today, somebody will kill you to get a $3,800 Bitcoin. Somebody will slit your throat or shoot you in the face and pay $3,800 to get a Bitcoin today. You know what I mean? That's still 10x or 10 times less. It's a 90% discount from where we're at today. This is what I'm saying, man. You got to keep it in perspective. I remember a lot of the time that was spent with Bitcoin under $5,000. A lot of the time. The majority of the time was spent with Bitcoin under five grand, dude. Under 8 grand, 10 grand. You know what I mean? Under, bro. A lot of the time was spent like that. You know? So like, you know, I'm not tripping, bro. I'm not tripping. And I'd implore you to not trip either, because if we're just repeating, let's say, you know, 3,800, maybe that's the bottom. Maybe it's 30,000. Maybe it's the bottom. Maybe 20,000 is the bottom. I don't know. But if it just does 20x from 20,000, you're talking about a $400,000 Bitcoin. You know what I wish about the time before Bitcoin hit 20K? You know what I wish? I wish I made more money, dude. I wish I made a lot more money. I wish I could do, you know, 6-figure jobs back then. I couldn't do it back then. 2017, I was just starting out with my company. You know what I mean? I didn't have the capacity. I didn't even know where to start on doing, you know, a $100,000 job or a $50,000 job or something like that. I wish I made more money, bro. I wish I made more money back then and put a lot of it into crypto. And you know what? After Bitcoin does whatever it's going to do, go down, go up. Look, Bitcoin goes up and it goes down, but it goes up, right? And when it goes up, you know what you're going to say? I wish I bought more. I guarantee it. That's what you're going to say. When it goes up, you're going to say, I wish I bought more. You know how many people do you know how many people? Look, man, I didn't have a YouTube channel. So like every single person I met, I was like, yo, have you heard about Bitcoin, bro? Have you heard about it? You know what I mean? That's how I was doing. Bro, have you heard about cryptocurrencies? Huh? Like that's literally what I was like every time I met anybody. That's the kind of, that's what I did. And so I had many conversations with people to buy Bitcoin under 7K, under 5K, under 8 grand, under 10 grand. Many conversations. And people don't buy until 30 grand, 40 grand. That's when I get the call like, oh man, all right, bro, I'm about to buy it right now. You know what I mean? That's when I got the call. Don't be that person, bro. Don't be that person. If you're watching this video, and you know, and you're, what day is it today? April 30th, right? 2022. If you're anywhere in this realm and you're watching this video, yeah, not financial advice. You should buy. Buy and buy and buy and buy and buy. They say there's a recession coming. Bitcoin could dip down. Buy. When it dips, buy some more. You know what I mean? Just buy. Buy at all times. Buy at all prices. Just buy. Because the way I'm looking at it is, yeah, I'm making an investment for sure. And I've seen the fruits of it, bro. It's a good investment. It's a good investment. I've seen the fruits of it. It works. If you can wait long enough, it works. You know what I mean? Better than anything else you can wait for. But, what's it called? I don't want to hold the fiat. I want to hold the crypto. I don't want to hold the fiat. I want to hold the crypto. I don't want to hold the fiat. I want to hold the crypto. So whenever I have extra fiat, it goes into crypto. I put it in the coin. You know what I mean? You figure deal me? You feel what I'm sizzle? That's what I do. And that's my mindset. That's how I look at it. Okay? I don't look at it in any other way. I'm not tripping off the price, because when I make more money, I'm gonna put more in. So I'm not tripping off to what the price is today. I bought it at 60K. You think I won't buy it at 37? or 41 or 20? You think I won't buy it at 20? I bought it at 60. You know what I mean? And I bought it at $1,000. This is how I roll. This is where I want to live. I want to live like this. Just keeping on accumulating. There's only 21 million Bitcoin left. If I told you the list of people who have Bitcoin, you'd realize there's actually only 8 million Bitcoin left that needs to get split amongst 8 billion people. And if one person is just holding one Bitcoin, that's essentially like 300 people or 300 and something people who will never, it's like 3,000 people who will not have any piece of that Bitcoin. If one person just of that 8 million Bitcoin is owned by just one person, you know what I mean? So the ratio, it's continuously dwindling. The supply of Bitcoin on exchange is continuously dwindling. Don't be the person who misses the boat, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. Look, this is my 2 cents, man. Look at the down prices. If you're not going to sell anyway, if you weren't planning, let's say Bitcoin was at 100K right now, and your money was in it, the exact amount of Bitcoin you had right now, but Bitcoin, the price of one whole Bitcoin is 100K. Would you sell? Would you sell? Because if you wouldn't sell, then don't sell at 37. If you wouldn't sell at 100, then don't sell at 37. Throw some more in. Get some more. Get some more. Get more. Go make some money. Go get a second job. Go do Uber, Postmates, and take the money that you make and throw it in the crypt. The graveyard for fiat. Because we don't want that no more. We don't want it. All right? It's my 2 cents, man. It's my 2 cents. I love you. Be safe. Hold your head. Peace.